Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Welcome to another live show. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you all made it through the day okay. Hope whatever task you would have set to complete today, you would have completed them and you are settled in for the evening and you are feeling relaxed. Yeah, man. So we didn't get a chance to go live. When was it? Yesterday. We didn't get a chance to go live, but we're gonna see what we can do this evening. Yeah, man. I see a couple of persons on contact 20 is here. Mr. Lover is here, and yeah, man. So far, so I am gathering that by now most persons are aware that there's some amount of changes to the Pakistan tour that is coming up. We will talk about that a little bit further down. But we wanna see if we can talk. Sort of close off the test series. Yeah, man. Blessings, Adil. We just wanna see if we can close off this test series. We didn't get a chance to go live yesterday, so we didn't close it off. Um, yeah, I did a video this morning, sort of putting certain things into perspectives, and yeah, man, we it wasn't good. It wasn't a good series for us at all. We came out 2-0. We lost 2-0, but it is what it is. We have come to expect our players to be very inconsistent. Pramal and Warrican, those two guys, they as Blackwood is saying here, those two guys got their chance, got opportunity, and they basically made use of it. As I would have said before, in terms of them, really coming out playing in the Caribbean, it's highly unlikely, because once we take on a team in the Caribbean, they're going to go for one spinner. So you're not going to find, probably not going to find two of them playing side by side here in the Caribbean. They're going to go for their pace bowlers and maybe one spinner, so either Permal or Warrican or Cornwall. Reston Chase is there also. Probably gonna have to start using him as a out and out bowler because he's not making any runs. Man, not making no runs at all. You understand? Contact 20 says sports to the bone. Do you think our West Indies test team batting will ever improve or will it continue to decline? I think it's got with these guys that we have, I don't expect these guys to do any to come up with any miracle. You understand? Contact 20. These guys are gonna continue go down like that. And in terms of the youngsters coming through, I don't want to speak badly about them or be too critical. Have seeing that I wouldn't have gotten a chance to see them. But I can't really see any improvement, and this is why I'm going to say this is why I'm saying this. In terms of the school competitions, the regional competition, it's not good. It's not good. You understand what they get to face in the region. You will have one or two bowlers in the region, especially bowling to the batsmen that might be able to trouble them. But the other bowlers are way below par. So you find that when these players come up against quality bowlers, they're always going to struggle. So I can't really see much improvement at all. Douglas say West Indies cricket need an intervention. You mean divine intervention. DeAndre say we were doing well, but we lost the game when Brathwaite went ultra defensive when the number 10 was batting. Yeah, I didn't see that part, but I heard a lot of persons talking about it, saying that, he sort of went defensive when that guy when he should have tried and see if they could attack and get the guy out. But when you have a batsman in good nick, you have to just say hats off, well played. They have 3 months till the next test. I hope they start working on the batting. Yeah, we hope they start working as the captain said that after this tour, what they will do is get some rest. After they get some rest, they will try and see if they can continue, they can start back working. You understand? So let us see. Yeah, Kevin D, blessings. Blackwood says, I don't agree that Chase should play as a bowler. I think Shamar Brooks is worth a chance. I am still hoping to see Solozana, but Raymond Reefer should also get a chance. All right, so DeAndre saying that he doesn't agree about Chase playing as a bowler. Well, batting at number 4, you can bat at number 4, number 5, and can make 50 runs. You understand? And we know that Chase would have done well for us in Test cricket in the past. You understand? But the problem is that if you are going to bat at number 4 or 5, you have to be a consistent scorer. You have to be a consistent scorer that can, and we know that he is capable of bowling. You cannot be, and that is why I have a problem with Shea Hope, Myers. I have a problem with our middle order: Shea Hope, Myers, Chase, Blackwood. These guys, they will score a little runs here and there, but them, I don't know really, I'm not batting them, man. Them sort of batting can win Test cricket. Salova said buy some Indian batsmen. Gustav said batting need to really improve, very, very much so. It makes no sense that failing players constantly get picked for regional games by territories and young new players don't. So, well, we have a couple of under 19 players that are working now, so just gonna keep an eye on them and see how thing goes. Salazano with a first class average of 23. Yep. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. A couple of the West Indies past players were saying, they were sort of happy to know that somebody else was going to get a chance, but coming in with a first class average of 23, they didn't really see how much difference he would make. It's just that he is the new face of the thing now, new face that they are trying to use as an opener. Doesn't necessarily mean that he will come out and really outperform anybody. Contact 20 say if Jaden Sears goes to Sri Lanka league and rips it up, you see him playing Test cricket next year, or will he take the T20 route? I am hoping that he will continue to play his Test cricket. I still think he needs to continue where Test cricket is concerned. But at the end of the day, if he plays in that league, as you say, do some work in the CPL and other leagues, then players gonna go after the franchise cricket. I mean, we claim that it is hurting our cricket, our tests, but we still have to bear in mind that this is what the guys do for a living. So if they think this is the best way to earn some cash, why are we to say don't do it? That's not going to solve our problems. All right. Blackwood said Brathwaite gave the set batsmen easy singles and attack and allowed the game to slip away from us. All right. Blackwood, Banner, Brathwaite are making runs. When I say making runs, what you call making runs, DeAndre? That is a problem, These guys are making runs in terms of what we expect West Indies batsmen to do. But when I look at if we should match them up against test teams that are performing good, the little runs that the guys making, man. Every series, say for example, we have a series, a 2-match series. Brathwaite will give you maybe a 60, then he give you a 30, and you don't hear nothing else throughout. Blackwood will give you a half century here and a 30 there. Them things they can't win cricket, man. Them things they cannot win cricket. If you look at teams that are actually performing, guys making these sort of runs can't get in the team, man. I mean, in terms of who we have to use or to replace them, they are probably not going to do much better. So we have to work with them. But if we're going to measure them up against what we expect, the runs them are nothing, man. I'm thinking maybe we need more batting pitches in the region and more bounce. Most pitches are flat and dead now. And we have heard about this on a couple of occasions, is contact 20. The pitches are probably not challenging enough. What if we use the regional bullies home series? Who are those? Mr. Lover? DeAndre says Shea Hope looks tentative in his footwork. Many wickets were LBW and outside edge to slip. The batsmen need to get to the pitch of the ball and play the ball late and with soft hands. Yes, when it comes on to West Indies cricket, when it is T20 and 50 over, our issue is attacking and hitting the ball in the air. We know we're going to get out that way. When it comes on to Test cricket, because there's no foot movement, and so because of the lack of foot movement, you're going to get trapped LBW, or you're going to push up ball and get the outside edge. That is how we're going to out most of the time. You understand? CXC Math say many going to call for Hope to be dropped, but our whole middle order, as you say, not doing anything. We need a fresh middle order. Bravo, Brooks, Hetty, etc. And the thing Math CXC TV is that you're not going to replace the entire middle order at the same time, but all of them not ready, man. All of those guys, them not ready. I think we should pick the best from the current under 19 squad after the World Cup for England Test. Yeah, probably, but you know, all of them cannot play at the same time. I have never seen Shea Hope captain a team in my lifetime. It will be very, very interesting to watch him captain versus Pakistan in ODIs with that squad. It might be a bloodbath, says Contact 20. He has been around for a while. He has been shadowing Kieron Pollard. You know, he has been vice captain for a while, but in terms of captain in the team, you know, can't really recall him doing well as a captaining and doing well. You understand? But let us see, you know. Hope should not be anywhere near this side, unfortunately. And what's the point playing Roach when we don't give him the new ball? He's one of the best around, says Irfan. Contact says Agarwal just score more runs in one innings than we got in our entire second innings. Exactly. The guy got I think he scored 100 and I think it was 150 something. Sports to the bone. The upcoming season of the regional 4-day cricket is going to be a crucial one for West Indies cricket, and it's time to start rewarding players and performance. No need for mediocrity. Why? It's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. That's all I can say. It's going to be very, very interesting. Irfan says, unfortunately, this team, Da Silva needs to bat higher. He can't be batting at 7, keeps running out of people to bat with. But the funny thing about it is that it is not his job. He's the wicket keeper. He should be allowed to bat at 7 and get enough rest. You know, so him running out of people to bat with isn't an issue. The guys that bat from 1 to 6, they are the problem. They must learn to bat. Those guys need to go and learn to bat. They are the problem. Brathwaite and Banner made a half-century. Myers and Blackwood made 40. And Hope and Chase completely failed. Yeah, DeAndre. Yeah. Them little scores, they are no score, man. Them little scores, they are no score still, yeah. Shea Hope fails in test but gets rewarded with ODI captaincy. How does he expect players to follow his lead? Now, what you need to understand is that he gets his reward for the ODI because of his performances in ODI cricket. He's currently our best ODI player. Average is about 54. He has been scoring a lot of runs. I think he has about 10 centuries there. He's within the top 10 of ODI batsmen, I think. You know, so where ODI cricket is concerned, he's definitely performing. We just have to hope that the sort of low confidence from the test arena will not travel over to his ODI thing. But yeah, man, remember he has been there where ODI cricket is concerned. Hola had a disappointing series. I didn't even remember that Hola was there. I didn't even remember that Jason Hola was there. Sports to the bone. No, this might be a hard question, but what 5 positives we can take from 2021 regards our test team? If you're gonna look at 2021 in general, Contact 20, probably Jaden C is breaking through. Hopefully that is 2021, right? Jaden C is breaking through is a positive. What I would say is another positive would be let me see, it's very tough to find now, very tough. Boy, this one is recent, but the comeback of Premal I mean, it's only one test we would have seen him in. He got 5 wickets in one innings, I think, and then was it 5 wickets and then 3 wickets. So the return of Pramal. So those are 2. Nkrumah Bonner. Not as consistent as we would have wanted, but the return of Nkrumah Bonner. I think he got a century. I think he got a century and a 90 odd this year, right? It was this year. Try. Just correct me, guys, if I'm not right. So we had a century and a 90 odd from him. You know, that is what 3. Very hard, very hard. The captaincy. I actually looked at the captaincy as a positive move when they hand it over to Brathwaite, because we were touting him. Well, we were expecting him to be an attacking captain, somebody that would go on the front foot, show some level of initiative. So I thought that was the right move. So I would see that, and probably the 5th one, the final one. I think they are playing more as they are not winning, but I think even in this series you could see it. I start to get I don't know if this make any sense because they are not winning, but you know, I start to get a sense of unity in the test team. You see, just like when the ODI team and in the T20 team, we could know that there were gaps and groups in the test team. I start to get a sense of unity. So those are the only things that I can really think of. I can't really think of anything else. Kurt said Nicholas Pooran captain in 1 day and T20. All right. I'm glad Jason is getting some rest. He looked burnt out versus Sri Lanka after the World Cup. She is the vice captain. Yep. All right. Yeah, number 1 test all rounder, yes, you know, but yeah. We need coaches. One of the test and one for T20 ODI. Simmons can focus on all 3. All right. Mr. Lover say Banner Blackwood, Jaden Seas, Myers, Pramal. Contact 20 said they have been scrambled to find 5 positive for the entire year. Yes, Contact, very sad. You know, I might be leaving out a couple, but it was okay, it was this year. Yeah, man. So that's definitely a positive. Boy, it's really sad that we are struggling, but it is what it is, you know. Yes, man. This okay. Yeah. All right, Mr. Lover. I believe giving other player the chance, but to be honest, I don't know if they will succeed because they are just replacing the same batsmen who bully the mediocre bowlers from the region even better. All right, Mr. Lover say lower order fight. Silva, Cornwall, Joseph. Mr. Contact, Shea Hope has failing test 1 day and T20 and should not be. Kurt, I'm not sure if you actually watch cricket. Kurt, please take a look at Shea Hope's ODI record. Maybe only about 9 current cricketers average better than Shea Hope in ODI cricket. I'm not sure if you watch ODI. Maybe somebody like Steve Smith, a Virat Kohli, maybe a Kane Williams, Rohit Sharma, maybe KL Rahul, and I don't know, maybe David Warner. I don't remember all of them out of the top of my head, but I am almost certain that Shea Hope is in the top 10 as we speak. So to group him like that would be very unfair. He has no reason to be anywhere near the T20 team. I can tell you that. The test team, he has no reason being there either. But where ODI cricket is concerned, Kurt, you need to double check and come again. He hasn't failed in ODI. So yeah, you need to double check and come again. Shea Hope is the best ODI player in the region by far. He should be nowhere near T20 and test, but the man is the best ODI batsman in the region. All right, Kurt always. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Douglas. Probably you see. Probably he's just painting him with the test, with what he did in the test. With that, starting to take responsibility. Shea Hope need to play the 4-day first class cricket to get back form. All right, Kurt. I'm not gonna really argue with you because they are our best of the worst. Matt say, while you list 4 positives, I have more than 20 negatives. This team has been together since 2016, apart from a few individuals getting debut. But we need remake over the test team now. Yeah, we struggle to find a couple of positives, but the negatives are there, man. Douglas, sure not hopefully that our test from. I am fed up with I am fed up of this always talking about let's take the positive away, but one is trashing the cricket board. I'm not sure what you mean by no one, Khalid. I'm not sure if it's the first time you're watching the live here, because we do talk about the cricket, talk about all of that. Blackwood says Banner looks like he can be our permanent number 3. Kurt says Shea Hope was good in the past, not these days. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Kurt. You don't watch cricket. You don't watch cricket, man. You don't watch cricket at all. Yeah, Douglas said Babar Azam is number 1. You don't watch cricket, man. Banner creates one problem. Brooks now fighting to get a shot. Alright. Kurt, I don't think you watch cricket in the last ODI series. Hope scored over 50 in 4 matches at 100. Well, this guy is something else, yeah, man. That's what to the bone. January is the next year when we CWI release the date of Chris Gayle farewell tour. Yeah, the farewell tour is set to be in January at Sabina Park. I am telling you now, guys, if it is the case that fans can go there because of the situation that we're having in the country, I am definitely going to be at that match, man. So we can, for all of the viewers on here that are going to be going, we can link up. Yeah, man. I am definitely going to be there. Man. Positive. We won the first innings. Shellan say New Zealand was bowled out for 62 today. That gave me some hope. Yeah, man. New Zealand got bowled out. India made 300 and odd, then bowled them out for 62, and then India is now batting at 69 without loss. That's what you see, that's why we know that Kurt don't watch cricket, Kurt is saying what happened to Sunil Narayan? Why West Indies selector not picking him? He's not fit. Narayan isn't fit. Positive Permal took 8 wickets and Warkan took 7 wickets. Yeah, man, those are a couple of positives, all right? Those are a couple of positives. All right, guys, just give me about 2 more minutes and then I'll let you in, all right? So for the persons that want to come on the live, I'm just going to roll it off to 25 minutes. So we're on for 23 minutes thus far. So when 25 minutes approach, then I will let you all in, all right? I know you guys going to want to talk about the last test there. Sports to the Bone, do you think Joseph should replace Gabriel permanently and we go with Road Seals and Joseph and either Holder or Mears, not both? No. I wouldn't say Joseph should replace Gabriel because Gabriel, he has been very effective for us. Gabriel just don't perform when he's not fit. You understand? But in terms of a fit, if the 2 guys are fit and are able to play, Joseph will only get in the team over Gabriel because he's younger. Nothing else. He cannot outperform Gabriel as we speak. Not with pace, not with accuracy, and not taking wickets. You understand? Both Roach, Seals, and Joseph. Roach is going to be there still. Seals should be there. Myers, they need to make up their mind whether Myers is going to make the team as a batsman or as a bowler, because we don't want 2 all-rounder in the team. We already have Jason Holder. Bring Chris Gayle on the live show next year when you link the universe boss. Why Chris Gayle? Patel took all 10 wickets against India yesterday. Yeah, man, Sachin, I spoke about it in the video this morning. Patel took 10 wickets, but New Zealand basically went ahead and basically wiped out the work that the man did when they got bowled out for 62. Permal looks like he is our front line, made things difficult. well, you could say frontline in that series there, but you have to remember that you know, when the wicket is not spinning that much, you still need your spinner to be able to extract things out of it. You know, so if you're going to talk about frontline spinner, you want a frontline spinner that is able to perform in all conditions. You know, but I am definitely happy that he came in and took those wickets though. Amanta taking 10 wickets in a test match is beyond amazing. Yep. Then his team got bowled out for 60. All right, let me just finish read these comments and then I will go on. Ian says Russell hitting like a beast in T10 just so them get back the mojo. DeAndre say Hope is ranked 8 in ODI currently with an average of 52. All right, see, so can you imagine? Man rank 8. Mr. Lover say Brathwaite, Solozano, Banner, Brooks, Blackwood, Silver, Holer, Joseph, Cornwall, Roach, and Seals. All right. Sachin say in the Caribbean, which spinner will you play along with the 4 seamers? I'll probably go with I always believe that when a man perform whether it is home or away, he deserves to get the opportunity to perform again. So it's going to be difficult to just throw away Warwick Permal. But in the Caribbean, there more, you know, probably Chase. You understand? Maybe Chase. But I really enjoyed Permal and Warwick doing their thing though. You know, to say, who has the better record versus England? Azari, Gabriel, I think will hold on that. But that's a good team. All right. The spinner position is tough to know with Permal, Cornwall and Warwick and all in the mix. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to just drop those guys after they would have performed like that. Myers, Blackwood, Hope, Cornwall should be off the team. All right, I have to stick with Permal for me. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to just drop him like that. Boy, Kurt all over the place. Why, Kurt said Permal is a better bowler than Jamar Warwick, and so I feel he would be the new spinner in the squad to partner Chase in bowling. And in terms of the region now, why I think we can't just throw away Permal if they are coming in the region. Remember, Permal I think is one of, if not the most successful spinner in the region as we speak. So you know, it's just that we know how we like to play half and half cricket. We probably play Rastan Chase with the thought that he's going to bat. But Permal has done very well in the region also. The contact said Chase. I said no more Chase. That is the thing. But why I'm saying that is because I know these guys, they like to play halfway cricket, so they're gonna probably say, all right, it's in the West Indies. The pace bowlers will do the thing. Let's just play Chase to get some overs in. But in all honesty, though, Permal, he has done well I know it is regional cricket and the batsmen are not good, but he has done well in the region. So I think we have to give him a game in the region also before we say, all right, you know, Sri Lanka was just a spinning wicket. All right. Let me see if I can let in some persons. All right. I think OJ is there. Marlon, Sheldon, Mr. Lover, Ian. All right, blessings, gentlemen, blessings. Hope you guys are having okay. Hope everything is good. Yeah, man. Boy.
Good night, everybody. I think it is only fair that Marlon goes first.
Yeah, man. I agree. I agree. Marlon. You know, Marlon actually.
I should go in the pirate line first.
Marlon set up the West Indies fans, you know, giving them false hope that the guys could win. The guys couldn't even draw the game, much less win. Yes, Marlon, what say you?
For a big failure. Hey, listen. Disappointment is a thing, you know, like disappointment and expectations are positively correlated. Your level of disappointment is tied to your level of expectation. So, listen, but to get serious about it, I had some time to reflect on the game and all 5 years.
Hold on, Marlon. Somebody has a lot of feedback in the background. I'm not sure if somebody's microphone is on. Let us see if we can mute the microphones until it's your time to go. All right, guys. So we don't get the feedback. Yes, Marlon.
I had a few days to reflect on the game, the whole 5 days, and these are my recollections. We had the game to win, and we threw the game away. That was a hell of a collapse, and I mean a big collapse. The collapse began with the bowlers reflecting on their performance, and the last live we did, I was very complimentary of them. But there's no way a number 8 or number 9 partnership should concede 100 runs. That should never happen in any form of cricket. And where our bowlers failed us was that, you see, if you watch the Sri Lankan innings, when they weren't getting any wicket, West Indies was not scoring any runs. The bowlers were bowling tight. When we couldn't get that partnership broken, the guys were milking, well, not the guys. Dhananjaya was milking runs left, right, and center, getting the trees, getting the twos, getting here and there, until one 100-run partnership with a number 9 batsman. That is unacceptable. Now let's go to the batting. The opening partnership got broken rather easily. There wasn't much resistance there. Blackwood stood there for a while. They got him. I was watching Sportsmax, and Fazir Mohammed said something. Faz was saying, the West Indies cricket is in such a bad state that the things that we think that are commendable are just absolute mediocrity.
Yeah.
Like Nkrumah had 44 runs. That is nothing to be proud about. And looking back at his innings, while he was the only standout batsman in both games, his 44 was hard to watch because he did so many. He was blocking and he couldn't score. And if you are there, there's a double-edged sword in Test cricket where if you are there for too long soaking up runs and not scoring, one ball will have your name on it. And when it finishes for you, you would have soaked up a lot of deliveries and have not so much runs. And I think that's what happened with Nkrumah, even though he was the highest scorer. Like, he blocked and he blocked and he blocked. I understand he was here in the Test match, but
I am wondering though, Marlon. I am wondering though, Marlon, because I dropped asleep afterwards. But he started off real positively. He came out, first delivery, walked down, played it, got a single. He was going on pretty well. I'm wondering if it was actually when we started losing those wickets. No, man, but I'm wondering. Remember, we lost a lot of early wickets.
No, we didn't lose it that much early wickets, Him and Jermaine Blackwood stood there for a while. Jermaine Blackwood played 30 something. But the runs wasn't ticking over. With him. So we have to give honest critique. It was far the highest score. But it was too slow. Like it wasn't positive enough. Then let's go on to, let me leave Blackwood alone. Blackwood is Blackwood. Shea Hope, Rastan Chase, and Kyle Mayers cannot play in this team anymore. This is why I say that. Shea Hope had a long hop to square leg. That is ridiculous. I'm being honest. For 20-something runs. Shea Hope is not good enough. He's not giving us enough runs to play as a top order batsman. And in my opinion, anybody could do what he's doing. It is not hard to average 20-something in Test cricket. It is not that difficult to average 20-something in Test cricket like what he's doing. So I don't see why.
Somebody's device is on, man. We're gonna go around and call on everybody, so we don't have to chip in as yet, but we're hearing some feedback, man. Yeah, Marlon, go ahead.
She Hope time in the team now has to come to an end. I'm being honest. I don't see the return we're getting in the investment. It is ridiculous. If Rastan Chase plays, Chase should play as a frontline spinner only. Chase is not a middle order batsman. The returns does not suggest he is a batsman who bowls a bit. He seems to be more effective as a bowler who can give you some runs, but he cannot bat at number 4. Why this person with the feedback? I don't understand why people always do that every time.
And it's not difficult, Marlon. It's not difficult,
It
and
really isn't.
we have only adults on the thing here. It's the same things that I have to be preaching to students about in the class we have going on here. We're all adults, man. So you just mute the thing until
And then
continue, Marlon.
Kyle Mayers is the same thing. If you're gonna play Kyle Mayers cannot play as a middle order batsman. He is a bowler who can give you a odd 30. It just cannot continue. We need to move on from those guys in the middle order. I mean, you get what you get from Jason. If you get a 30 from Jason and then you give him you thank him and you move on, he's not gonna give you the big scores. Joshua, I think he's a solid wicket keeper and he will only improve. But the middle order need to get. We need to try some new guys. I am not
There's no batting there.
I'm not for trying Shamar Brooks because I think he will be much of the same, the recycling, the same players over again. I'm not for going back to Darren Bravo. But I cannot see how we leave this series and not make a drastic change in the middle order because the returns are poor. So that is my opening statement.
All right, very well said. All right, we'll go to OJ and then Sir Ian. Yes, OJ.
Yeah. Yeah. Good night.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
Wait, what's wrong with Darren Bravo? I'm pretty sure he has the highest average in the Caribbean, to be honest.
I think
his average over the last 3 years.
I think that the issue is the last couple of series that he would have played. I think that's the problem. But I mean,
they've been spaced out.
Check his average pre and post the bus up with Dave Cameron, and you see two different players.
All right, fair enough. All right, so my review of the game. I woke up about 2:40, and I was like, all right, let me check it out. Let me see where it's at. And to my surprise, Sri Lanka had the audacity to send them in with 297 runs. And I was like, wait, hold on. West Indies 96 for 2 might have a chance. And when I say within 1 hour, he lost 5 wickets. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes. Within 5 minutes.
Wait, Lennox. Go around and look at people on the live, man, and just get somebody off.
Continue. We're looking to see who is. But when I'm seeing the names, yes, I find it. Sheldon, your thing is unmuted. Let me mute him. Yes, continue. I could say if it worked better. Yes, OJ.
So within 5 minutes, they lost 3 wickets. I recorded all 3 of them and posted on TikTok, and I couldn't believe my eyes because it was Shai Hope first, then it was Chase. No, it was Chase, and then it was Myers. And I can't really forgive Shai Hope and Chase because the way how they got out was just great. They gave it away. They didn't need to go out that way. He hit the ball straight to square like Shai Hope did, and he was 16 off 23 at the time. He had a good start. I gave him the compliment of saying, like, if he gets a start, he's gonna be good. And I can't believe he threw it away. I couldn't. And then to find out it's the same bowler that got him on every single innings, that was disgraceful. Couldn't believe that one. Roston Chase, he just looked like he came to the crease asleep. He wasn't trying. First ball, that was it, done. And then Myers, unlucky because he was fighting. The outside of the off stump, there was a little rough there, and he was trying to combat it somehow, but he obviously doesn't have the experience in the West Indies of knowing how to combat when that area is, when there's a little bit of spin on the outside of the off stump. So one came, the second one came, and everyone was a play and a miss, and they knew it was coming at some point. Third ball nicked off. That was it. And then the rest.
So you see, he was batting off what? It seemed as if he was batting off middle or leg stump.
No, he was on middle, and he was trying to get across, but he couldn't reach. So I was like, yeah, he's gonna get out eventually, and they got him. They knew it. Like every ball they kept bowling, it was like they were just screaming, like it's coming. And one of the things Fazir Mohammed brought up was this test series way back in 2009. I don't know if you remember 2008, 2009. New Zealand versus West Indies, and they were chasing 297. They got a good start with Sean Paul and Gale, and
Probably.
Gale hit the ball up in the air, and there was a change of ball that came because they couldn't find it. And the same thing happened this time. Well, I don't know if the ball went out of play because when I turned on the TV, they were changing the ball. They were looking for a new ball to put at the same conditions as the one they had. And the change of ball came, and that's when the wickets just started to tumble. I don't know what happened to West Indies in that period of time.
Probably.
They were 96 for 2. I thought they had something going.
OJ, they changed the ball when
maybe it was a shape
I guess the ball got ill-shaped. Yes.
Yeah.
They check it through the ringers.
Yeah.
And then they change it.
Yeah, usually that's when they change it in Test cricket. They will test it, and if it's
they lost the shape. Okay, because I just turned on the TV and I was like 96 for 2, and there was a long break, so I didn't know what was going on. But they did say they changed the ball, and as soon as that happened, the ball just started to spin a little bit more because we had discussed it. We discussed it on the program, and we said, look, if the ball isn't going to turn much, I don't know what that ball was, but it just tore up on the outside of the off stump. So I mean, it is what it is. I knew the collapse would come. I just didn't think it would come like that. Like 20, a good hour, just 1 hour, 5 wickets gone, and then not even to like say push on a little bit. They only made 132. I went to bed at 106.7. So I mean that was disgraceful. But as expected, they fell apart, and I just thought they'd do a little bit better than that. But that's all I have to say on it.
All right. Respect, OJ. Yes, sir, Ian. You there?
Yeah, no finishing, swallowing something here.
What? Yes, sir, Ian. So, what say you?
Well, the thing is that the side, well, we win the first innings, which was good. So that's a positive. The second innings, it's always harder for the team. Look, it's no mystery that batting last in a test match and a spin-friendly wicket is a disaster, right? Because that's when you get most of the movement and stuff of the ball. So even though one of their batsmen made a century, batting on I think it's the 4th day.
Yeah.
Right? That batting last is a nightmare for us who not really that great at playing spin. So I expected anything like over 150 to 200 would be challenging for us to make. So I wasn't surprised. I must admit, I was surprised how fast it happened. But I wasn't surprised because I know we batting on our last day on a spin-friendly wicket like that is a disaster. This is why ideally we should have bat first. But we didn't win the toss. I don't think we won the toss, right?
Yeah, it was the Sri Lankans that won the toss.
Right, and they know that. They know that all they want is when they won that toss. In fact, they weren't worried when the first innings. When them just waiting, I want to catch the tail on the last day on that wicket, we go deal with them. Because they knew that. They knew that once they catch West Indies on that last day, right? Our only hope was, T-Rain didn't come out. Torrential Rain, our best batsman, could have drawn the match for us. But he didn't come out, so what I can tell you is that is the only thing that save us because check the history of us batting on the last day. We won a few tests like that, but those were like recorded in history, like what they call great victories. Yeah, when we chasing, let's say, with Chandapol and them fellas was chasing at time 300, almost 400, I think, and they made it. So that is once in a blue moon. Once we battle last and we have anything over 250 to make, we struggle, and that's especially on the wickets that spinner friendly. So where we lost the match really, I would say, is we allow a batsman who was supposed to get caught out. We drop him. Yeah, correct. And that's where we lost because catches win matches. You can't have a man like that. Give him chance and expect to win. If he had got out the first time, we could have won that match, right? But we drop him and we pay tremendously. You make about 150. How much you make? 150, 160?
I think about 155. Let me double check.
Yeah, 155.
Right. So
153 not out.
Right. So let me ask you a question.
No, it was 155, not out.
It's not we who allow him to make that by giving him chances.
Mm-hmm.
We allow him. He will have going early, and then the match might be a little different. I wouldn't say the match would not be still challenging or whatever, but we have to take our chances,
Mm-hmm.
especially because if you remember these batsmen, a lot of the batsmen who bat in there, what's their average? Their average is 40 something. You know?
Yeah, man, they had a couple of guys, I think 145, 42, I think a next 40 and a couple of 30s.
So that
You
tells
know,
you
they
you
yeah.
don't give them fellas chances. That's like dropping
Mm.
Lara and these kind of stuff. You don't give them fellas chances. And that is a mistake too. Even though, so we can criticize the batting too. Yes, we are saying no.
Mm-hmm.
But our standard is low in the feeling too. And that is where we let them off the hook. Also, I would like to say, I heard you all talk about the 2020. We go bring in this one. I watching all them fellas and they say bring in Wood in the T10. All this that what is the fella name? The pace bowler. Who
Bring in
any 20
in the tech.
T20 team. The pace bowler Odin.
Odin Smith,
Odin. I see in this next one. Drake's. All the ones that we say should have played.
Dominic
They hit
Drakes.
about 4-6 today. They hit all the so you see, it's easy to say them fellas, and that is mediocre cricket they play in there.
Yeah.
So it's not that simple when we thinking into bringing them fellas in front that gap that lost and we would have do better.
Yeah,
It's the same.
you're lucky. I admire you for making an effort to watch the T10. I wouldn't waste my time watching that.
I don't watch it, you know.
But
I
that's
just read about it.
I saw Andre Russell made a brilliant innings today, and I'm like,
yes.
where were you when we needed that a few months ago?
And that is
Like,
my point. My point
Like,
is where were
keep
them
those T10 heroics. You could keep them.
mediocre cricket, yet still you have men who
Bush
say
cricket.
the young fellas supposed to be so good. And again, we're all over mediocre cricket. But we say they should be on the because the selectors and say bye.
No man, but based on what the selectors say that they select the team off, those guys dominated in couple of them would have dominated in those in the competition.
Yeah, but
so it was just a bit strange.
But again, and maybe them fellas know that when they play at a higher level, again, we got real one again. I never see someone 6 in my life. But that's it for now. Until further, we will talk again. All right, yeah, later.
All right, sir, Ian. Yeah, man. DeAndre, you want go next up, me say? Yeah, DeAndre, you there?
Oh yeah, man, I'm here. Yeah, so for me, I watch a few of the games. I was up late for a little while. I think probably maybe 2 o'clock around the 2 of the time. Yeah, I think we lost the with a grand opportunity, in the first innings after getting into that lead. We had a grand opportunity to really push that lead some more, missed out. And the other situation when we had them 8 down, they gave us 2 wickets by running themselves out before they got into the lead, and we were doing pretty well, and I think were looking a bit tight for them, and they were kind of worried, 130 odd lead for 8 wickets down, and then this whole idea of giving the set batsman the single early in the over, and then trap the tail end, that's what really messed up things, So to the point where the tail ender started doing something with his bat, and they just get ultra defensive and trying to contain. And like, you need 2 wickets and defending. Like, why do you need to be defending? It's just really sad. We don't have the men around the bat, and we don't try to really stop those singles and stuff like that, So I think that's where we lost the match in terms of like that. I mean, and ultimately the batsman didn't chase the runs down, but I think those are the moments where we lost it. For the batsman though, Brackway made 71 in the first innings. Blackway made 40 in both innings. Bana did this thing in both innings, 68 and a 40 odd. So I would say those first 3 batsmen Although not a Steve Smith or a Maris Lagashane, but you know, I mean we can't throw them away. That's the best we have right now. but Kyle Myers he was trying to pat the ball outside the half stump and he got out. He misjudged it. And that's got a gem of a first ball. It was totally stunned. He was just looking there for a few seconds, stunned, you know. He got a gem of a ball, a first ball. Shea Hope on his crease waiting for the spin to come in and just push at it edge to the slip. Same thing with Raston Chase. Like they was waiting on the ball to come in.
Man, this didn't cheer up the slip. DeAndre, what are you talking about? The second innings or the first innings?
He's one of them. I don't remember which one, but I think he edged to the slip.
The first innings, Shea Hope got LBW in the first innings, you know.
No man, black one edge to slip. Black one edge to slip. And Shea Hope had a long up to square leg.
Shea Hope in the second innings. He was caught. He was in the slip region. I think he was probably black.
Shea Hope was caught at square leg.
A square leg. Oh, you're right. Yes. I think it's maybe Raston Chase are mixing up. But
no, it's not.
Raston Chase got caught at short leg.
Probably
Myers is getting confused with because it was on the left hand side.
Yeah, I think OJ was talking about it earlier. Or they got Myers out.
But it was a footwork issue though. It's a footwork thing though because when you see Sri Lankans they get to the pitch of the ball. And they play the thing late, you know. I think that's just really, and also played for the turn. So they don't play the line. It's just some funny way of things. So like, if you get close enough to the ball and play the line of the ball, I think you will be fine. If the ball turns, it will miss the bat. You know, right, coach, right? Right. Like if you get to the pitch of the ball and play the ball right on the
man. You cover the line of the ball. If the ball turn away from the offset, then it turning away. But the problem is the guys they don't trust their technique. That is the problem. They're afraid of the turning ball.
And I'm going down the track. I said them try it a few times, but they didn't do it enough. Because when you look at Mr. Brian Charles Lara, like that's how you do many times. A lot of times you go down the track and hit the spinner away until eventually and the movement from around the bat. Like this ultra defensive foolishness. I can't play cricket. You can't just be waiting on the crease and praying for the spinner not to get you out. You have to. And when the ball pitch outside leg stump, you sweep. Because you can't be out LBW. And when the ball is not up in the zone, you go down the track and try to hit it over. Like you have to, you know. I think they're not brave enough in that regard. Like they're just afraid of these bowlers pretty much. They're just waiting for them to just give them that ball to get them out. For the bowlers now, definitely good to see Permal get his chance because he has been really good for a few years, you know, and he got his chance. Warrican he was good in the first innings. Second innings he didn't get much reward. In the second innings, Roach, Holder, or the other two bowlers. I mean, most was expected from the Pacers, I guess. So, but for me, Chase wouldn't make the team as a front line. He took a 5 and all that, but I wouldn't necessarily make him a front line spin on the team.
You would make him a front line batsman.
No, you wouldn't be anything at all. In my opinion, I think we have to just try some other guys. Leon Johnson is recycled, so maybe Chandler Paulson, maybe you have a few players that are doing a thing or two around the region. Raymond Reefer is an all-rounder.
That's a problem.
I think we have to just try some. We have to just look in the region and let's try some more persons. We have the under 19 guys coming through. I think one or two under 19 guys are making some runs already. You know, so we could think about maybe having one of them on because it doesn't seem like they're gonna bring my Hitmaya in the test team at all. And Darren Bravo, all of that is just or they now want to recycling. However, Shamar Brooks made a best versus best century the other day, so I don't think
she hope did the same thing. J-Hope been doing that.
Sure, got a
And we see
sense.
the returns we are getting from him.
But I don't know.
Funny enough, Shamar Brooks was extremely good, man, coming through the under 19 leveling and then basically fell off for about 10 years.
Okay. I don't know. I think we have to just try. Some players that are unrecycled. You have like a John Campbell that's unrecycled. You have many players that are unrecycled. So I guess I have to just try some new players. That's how my thing. I think Salazar should get a chance. He was selected. I think he should get a chance to the home. And
he's eventually going to get a chance, man. He will eventually get a chance. Problem, what I'm worried about though is coming into international cricket. I wonder how many games he would have played regional. But my problem is coming in with average at 23. I can't really see him saving us at all.
It is nothing to get excited about. We have to call it like I think he's going to probably be a failure like others before.
Yeah, it was a new name, so we're happy to hear the name, but I'm a bit worried about the numbers.
Yeah, but Jalen Seals didn't play into first class cricket, so we don't want to just judge a player like that either,
Yeah.
Let him play a match,
That's why I'm saying give him his chance, man.
Let me tell you my issue though. Let me tell you my issue, Lennox, with Cricket West Indies. Cricket West Indies rope Jalen Seals in. They handpicked Jalen Seals from that under 19 team. That man had no experience.
Yeah, man, they caught him
first class wise. They saw him as a diamond in the rough. Well, they saw him as a gem, needed to be refined. Why wasn't, and assuming we're not talking about finances, why they didn't give Kirk McKenzie the same opportunity, who was in the CM team and performing equally as good with the bat? Why was it we only chose one player from that team to give that opportunity? When at the end of the day, we are starved of good batsmen.
Yeah.
Like, these are the questions I think we're not getting solid answers for.
Good question.
Why only
even Hope as well, Gidron Pope and Milius, those guys aren't bad either.
Well, I don't think Milius set that tournament alight. He was the captain. I don't think he set that tournament alight. But he was the captain. But even so, why are we not?
Gidron Pope.
Honestly, I'm telling you the only names I remember from that tournament: Naeem Young, Jaden Seals, and Mackenzie. I don't remember anybody else. And I know Milius was the captain.
I haven't heard anything about Pope in a while, but he's not too bad based on what I gather.
Ned. Those are the only names that jumped out from that tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, DeAndre, finish up and then we'll give
some new players. In my opinion, guys, have to try some new players. We can recycle Darren Bravo. Well, Shea Hope is recycled about 2 or 3 times now, So I would say this Ross Sanchez, Shea Hope, maybe Brooks, John Campbell, Devon Smith, Darren Bravo, those guys shouldn't be recycled. You should just try with a new set of players, in my opinion. And no NCAA, they're going to try to recycle, but I don't think recycling is the best thing right now. We have to just go with some fresh people right now. So Blackwood, Bonner, and Brathwaite stays in the team as 3, and we just need to look for three solid batsmen right now. He didn't get a chance, but I think we should just look for 3 solid middle order batsmen right now. I think that's the assignment for the management now.
We might need to make them. We might have to make them. Sachin.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Yeah, man.
First of all, from that lead that we had, I think everyone was excited, but that proves that we shouldn't get excited when one thing happened in West Indies cricket, because we get excited that day. The other day, what happened? We were down. But
that's why we have to celebrate them as they come, because we know they stay.
Yeah. So I think from that last innings, no, I'm gonna start where Sri Lanka made that 300 and something runs. When I said it, I think the last live that I was on, I said it. If West Indies go if Sri Lanka go past 250 runs for West Indies to chase down on the last day, it's gonna be over. There's no way we're gonna win. And that's exactly what they did. I mean, yes, Dananjaya De Silva, he got I think 2 or 3 lives in that match, and he went in and he punished us. And then in that last innings, that 3 wickets in that 1 over, I think it was a 4-3 or 4-3 over. I think the guy took 3 wickets. From there, everything just went downhill. And to me, the our batting is just terrible. We have our top 3 in this tournament did fairly well, I would say. I wouldn't say they did great with Bunner, Brathwaite, and Blackwood. But other than that, I don't think we had thing. And then Jason Holder, I was surprised that I don't think he scored over. Did he score over 20 runs in this series?
I doubt it. I didn't even
He scored a
remember that
30
Jason
something
Holder
on
was
match.
playing. Hold on, let me see. I
He
didn't even
scored a 30
remember that
something on
Jason Holder
match.
was playing.
I think he scored a
Yeah,
I don't
35
think.
or 36.
It was poor.
Yes, it was.
It was abysmal.
And
It,
the last live that I wasn't on the thing, but I heard someone said on the closing statement that they could have put um the Silva a bit up the other since he
he wasn't
wouldn't be
gonna keep.
keeping. Yeah, since
Yeah.
he wasn't gonna be keeping a lot. And I think that was a good idea because if you look at it, that I mean, yes, he didn't face a lot of ball, but he was one of the players. He was the only not out in that last innings. He only faced I think 16 or 15 ball, but I think he could have done a better job than
But
Chase
Sachin,
did.
But
it's
I
not
think
hard to
it
be not out if you only face 15 balls in Test cricket.
But that's why I say I don't think he faced a lot of ball.
yeah. Yeah, I think he's looking at it that he would be if he bats higher in the last innings there would be able to face more.
Yeah, and it would have been better than what Ruston
He
Chase
only
did or
faced one
Kyle
in the
Myers
first
did.
inning. He only faced one in the first inning. So
Yeah, that again we got
Figure that.
dismissed without we got a golden duck.
exactly. So I'm not knocking. I'm just
Yeah,
being,
man,
being
but
funny
it was
about it.
excellent in the previous match, though. You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. Yes, Sachin.
To me,
There's a vibrating phone.
we
Yeah.
can't find. We need to find some kind of hope in West Indies cricket. West Indies cricket is going downhill and is going downhill fast. And I mean, that's 24 points we lost in the World Test Championship fight. Yes, we got the 2, I think 2 against Pakistan, but that won't cut it. And then we got another tough opponent coming up. Lennox, do you think West Indies cricket or West Indies Test team can handle England?
Not even the second string team that I saw England pick the other day. The other day, I don't remember who they played. They sent out a second string team with Mahmood and some other guys.
Exactly.
They're just not at the level. They're just not at that level. They are not at the level. You know, I mean, just as though we are pathway cricketers, similar, just in the same way in the T20 and the ODIs. On a given day, you might have a 1 or 2 player coming through and getting something done. But in terms of putting good performances together, I don't really see them. I don't see it, Sachin. No, honestly, I don't see it.
And West Indies cricket, they have.
Sachin, to answer your question, West Indies and India, West Indies and England games are rivalry games that the West Indies jump up to play England in different ways that they don't other teams.
Yeah.
And even when we're doing bad, we pull out good performances against England. So that's the only thing I would say to that effect.
Yeah.
To me, that's
in the World Cup. That's when the World Cup. In Moeen Ali was saying that, wow, you know, we have to West Indies good enough, man, when they catch them. You know, that was pretty much what Moeen Ali was saying in the World Cup after the first game.
Yeah, Sachin.
I was saying West Indies cricket, I think the problem with them, when they have a player come through, they keep going to another player and another player. Stay with the same set of player like other teams or other countries do, and maybe you'll see results. I mean, yes, some people not fit, some people not like out for like personal standard because look at the white ball teams. They keep changing player every series they play. They have a new player. Every series they play, they have a new player because like they started with Kevin Sinclair. They left him out at this series. They brought in Gudakesh Moti. Yes, Moti deserves a chance, but stay with your players and maybe you'll see a result. But back to the test, I can't say anything. I stayed up, and when after that 3-wicket fall, I went to sleep. Nope. And I think it was in the space of 10 overs that we got bowled out. The space of 10 overs we got bowled out, and
I was sleeping. Yeah, Sachin.
Shea Hope, the shot selection that he made when he got out, he picked out the one fielder that's on that one side. The only other fielder that was there was a sharp leg, and he picked out that one fielder. So that's probably all I gotta say. That I'm just disappointed, and I don't see we winning. I know this is harsh, but I don't see we winning a test match in the next series or next 2 series.
All right, Mr. Lover, you there?
Yeah, man, I'm there. You can hear me?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you. Go ahead.
Test match, final day, totally embarrassing. I told you all you cannot have Chase and Hope batting back to back all together. So said, so done. You see what happened. Going forward now, the only positive I'll take out of the series is Brathwaite, Blackwood, and Bonner, along with Permaul and Warrican. Warrican 9 wickets, Permaul 8. Chase, I think 7 or 6. It's just embarrassing, man. Going forward, I'm playing Reef as an all-out batsman.
Hold on. We didn't get that. Go again. We didn't get that. Your internet chipping out. Go again.
I heard that, Lennox. I think he shouldn't say it. I think that's why the internet chipped out.
Yeah, Mr. Lover.
Yeah, going forward, bring back Brooks. Going forward, I'll bring back Brooks. I'll probably call Hetmeyer and Reefer. And play Reefer as an all-out batsman.
What? Just like how Kyle Myers made the team as an all-out batsman, and then we're trying to fashion him in a second all-rounder. But you're going to give it a try, though.
Give it a try still, because we need a left arm bowler with some variation, you know? Come on, man.
Well, that's I guess it can. I guess we won't get anything worse than what is happening now.
Sure. Well,
I guess we won't get anything worse.
Consistent. At least Myers is not Myers. Reef is more consistent than anybody batting in West Indies team right now, except for Bonner.
Consistent at what level? That is the problem. That is it, you know.
True, but still give him a try.
Give him a try. Boy,
any day.
Mr. Lover, respect. But you see, the really sad thing about it is that we just played a two-match series, and coming out, we have to be picking positives. You know, a guy getting 68 and 44. You know, that is a positive in Nkrumah Bonner. I mean, he occupied the crease, batted long. You know, so the score might not be too much to think about, but it's really sad. It's really sad. Yeah, Mr. Lover.
Bonner scored probably about 150 runs this whole innings, this whole series.
I think about I did in a video this morning. I think about 158 or something.
Okay, the next one is Blackwood, then Brathwaite. Blackwood, the makeshift opener, made more runs than the captain, Craig Brathwaite, who is the established opener. That's just disappointing.
That is terrible. Mr. Lover, Lennox, you know why I cannot take these things what are being thrown out as positives, as legitimate positives? Because, like I said on the live before, the conditions and the bowlers we face in this series being spinners, exclusively spinners, we will never go anywhere else and face that.
Yeah, it's
That
different because I think
that
Lock
doesn't
Malone
happen.
will bowl 2 overs out of the thing,
All right.
but you
So
know.
look at that now, Lennox. That is an anomaly. You saw
Mm.
how all our batsmen performed against South Africa and um and Pakistan, which is what you would get in anywhere else in the world when you go to play Test cricket. A heavy dose of new ball, fast bowlers coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
You saw how Banner looked. You saw how Craig looked. You saw how
Alright,
Blackwood looked.
they
It
didn't
was
look too
terrible.
comfortable.
They didn't look too comfortable. So while I say, I wouldn't say good, while they didn't embarrass themselves here, based on past performances, I am not expecting much moving forward, even though I don't think we should get rid of them, those three. I've already said the ones who we should get rid of, but I don't see their performances as positives moving forward.
Also, I'm going to get cursed for this, but I'm giving Jason Holder a bit on Test cricket for now.
The number 1 Test all-rounder.
He needs to take a break, just like Ben Stokes did.
Are you resting him? Are you resting him? Just like who?
Rest him. Just give him like 2 series off, and let him come back.
So in those two series, you're gonna have him playing T20 and ODI.
Lennox, he's the number 1 Test all-rounder, but he didn't act like it at all in this series.
Thank you, Sasha.
I didn't. To be honest, guys, I didn't even remember that Jason Holder was playing until he took that last wicket there. I didn't even remember that he was there, in all honesty.
In fairness to Jason, though, Jason is a bowling all-rounder.
Yeah,
Jason's
but he's good.
main contribution comes with the ball, which was nullified by the pitch. Jason has always been a batsman that gives you a 30 and they add 50, and it doesn't go beyond that for the most part.
Yeah, and well, we need them 30 and 40s more often than man.
And that cover drive, you know, and the prettiest full shot on one foot.
I agree with Marlon Cylinder. He's a bowling all rounder, but the fact that the pitch wasn't in his favor, I was expecting him to really step up with the bat and settle down and really, you know, be counted. Yeah, so that was a problem. So, Mr. Lover, I'm going to give him a little break for now.
Wait. Somebody look at this comment on the screen and
Mr. Lover, wait, let me say something. Mr. Lover, the issue why I don't see why you give Jason Holder a break from Test cricket is because the next Test series is quite a far distance away.
You're right, but
months away, months.
Yes, why are you giving him a break from what? T20 and ODIs don't take that much out of you.
One thing is for sure, the next series coming up, he's going to be hungry to perform because, you know,
for me,
he didn't get a chance in this one.
No, for me, Holder always have to play against England. It doesn't matter what. I think Holder always have to play against England. That's for me. I don't know about anyone else.
Well, let me put it this way. If Ben Stokes is coming to the Caribbean, Holder play. Need him to stay ahead of Ben Stokes in the rankings, but John
I worry about rankings. I win me or I win. All right, Mr. Lover. Yeah, Mr. Lover. New Ian, you right there? Well, we have entitled himself New Ian, so we have to call him New Ian. You are there, sir? Nah, you're not.
He just unmuted his mic, so he should have. I think he heard you.
Yeah, New Ian, mic is unmuted, but I don't know if something wrong with the microphone. All right, in the meantime, in the meantime, Sheldon, are there?
Yes, gentlemen.
Yeah, see, as I was gonna say, when we call Sheldon, we have to give him a 5 seconds delay. Yeah, Sheldon, what say you?
Well, first to begin, batting, as far as I am concerned, is about partnerships. And apparently, West Indies batsmen get that through the head as yet. All right, I'll give you an example. Now, when Mbasina when Mbadiah, sorry, come into bat with where's the next?
With Dananjaya. I think it was Dananjaya.
Right? Right. For the first part of his innings, he was scoring at around 25 runs per 100 balls. Right? He was scoring very, very slow. So his job at that time was simply to hold the end to make sure that he gave Dananjaya the best possible chance at scoring the runs from his end as the established batsman and the higher order batsman. So in other words, he wasn't win and get out. Right? We don't seem to have that same mindset. Chandra Paul and them had it. When Lara was making big runs, Chandra Paul was scoring a little century at the other end, you know. Lara scoring a 375, Chandra Paul scoring a century. Quietly putting the ball back in. We're not getting that from our batsmen, and we're not getting the awareness, time a game, what to do, and so on. It was criminal that Blackwood, as the vice captain, got out on the stroke of lunch.
Yeah.
The madness. The other day, in the match before that, closer play, a man hit 2 fours off of the 2 last ball to close off the day's play. That madness. You're looking to get out. And if Blackwood didn't get out, he was coming back out to bat after lunch, giving us a better chance at thinking, because he and Bonner might have put on a good partnership.
Yeah.
That was one of the turning points in our batting. And the next major turning point was that 3-wicket over from Mendes. The 3 wickets and a maiden. It was a maiden over with 3 wickets. So we went from 92 for 2 at the start of the over to 92 for 5 at the end of the over. As a matter of fact, you know, we lost our last 8 wickets for 40 runs, right? 40 runs, you know, for the last 8 wickets. Yeah, for the last 8 wickets. Totally crazy. No. Winning is a kind of mentality too, eh? And to me, West Indies don't mind losing. And that is a problem. Back in Vivian Richards' days, them fellas didn't like to lose. You know? I remember Richard Gabriel playing for West Indies under Richards and drop a catch. Richard banish him to the boundary. You know?
Yeah.
We looking at Mickey, for instance, look at Mickey Arthur's attitude. Well, he's no longer the coach, but before that, when things not going well, you're visibly seeing Mickey Arthur pissed.
Yeah, it's the frustration.
Yeah, the man pissed, so men know, hey, here what's going on. If I play a crazy shot and get out, I can't go back and face the coach, you know. So I better stay out there, you know.
Yeah.
And then two, who is Sri Lanka batting coach?
I don't know the coaches by like that. I just know that Mickey Arthur is there. I don't know what they.
Okay, well, let me tell you who is Sri Lanka batting coach. A fella they call Andy Flower.
Oh yeah. Andy Flower is there at the helm.
He's the batting coach.
No, oh yeah, man, we know Andy Flower.
It's Grant Flower, the brother.
Somebody is speaking in it. We're not hearing it. Speak up so we can hear. I think it's a correction.
It's Grant Flower, not Andy Flower. Grant Flower.
Oh, it's Grant
Andy
Flower.
Flower's brother. Yeah.
Double check that.
Class individual.
Double check that. I almost
Is that
Andy Flower.
Ian? Is that Ian?
Yes, it's Grand Flower. Andy Flower had a contract ended recently with England.
Yeah.
Randy, right-handed brother, is the coach, and he's the
Yeah,
one that was for England.
Yeah, I
Double,
was
double check that.
wondering.
I always
But
put
Ian,
in
you
the
will
same
go. Yeah, hold on, Sheldon. I was calling you earlier, Ian, but I'm not sure if your mic is not working. So just make sure you are prepared. You will go after Sheldon, all right?
All right. Now,
Yeah.
everybody talking about thing. Now, remember I had said on the last live that we needed to promote the Silva to bat up the order instead of Chase.
Yeah, because of he wouldn't have to keep.
Yeah, and besides that, Chase, something wrong. Chase seemed to have lost his confidence. He getting out very easily. On top of that, Hope play a one-day shot. That's the kind of shot you play in a one-day international. Hope play that shot and get out. Again, no awareness as to match situation. Because at that stage, you can't win the match. You have to try to.
Yeah, I just check it. It's Grand Flower.
That shot was there to be made. That was a long hop from halfway down the track. How she found the only fielder that could have caught that ball, I do not know.
It's a precision.
Anybody listen, I was watching the game. That shot was there to be had. It was a short long hop down the leg side. How he did that, I have no idea. The shot was there.
Yeah, I think even the shot left fielder took evasive action in preparation.
Yes, because you could have listened, Lennox. It was one of those shots, that one of those balls that Chase would bowl and put the
and put the feeler,
the feeler under the rest in danger.
Was a halfway
down the track. How she hope hit the ball in the ear. The catch was a comfortable catch. Comfortable. How he did that, I do not know. But that shot was there to be played.
Yeah, Sheldon.
Marlon, I disagree with you. The ball was spinning across him, right? The ball was spinning across him, right? Now, if you're playing that shot of a medium pacer or something like that, I agree with it. Right? But at that stage...
Hold on, Sheldon. I didn't say the dismissal, So I'm trying to decipher between the two of you guys. But I'm saying no, if you agree that the ball basically pitched halfway down, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you said I was spinning across him. So if a ball pitched that far down, how effective is the spin going across the batsman? If the ball pitched that far down, because you'd have enough time to really get yourself in position. If the ball pitched so far down the pitch, usually the sharp spin wouldn't be an issue. So explain it for me, because I didn't see the dismissal. You hearing me, Sheldon? Yeah.
Yeah, to me, the thing about it, right, is that based on how the ball was playing, right, because he wasn't the only one that strike a ball from close to the off stump and the ball just flip up, right? I am not saying that we don't normally play them shots, but it's not the first time a West Indian has gotten out playing that particular shot. It comes off, it looks very good, right? But to me, if you're playing that shot, is either you're going over the top or you're going along the ground. He didn't look to go over the top. He didn't go along the ground. Marlon man catch that at what, about wayside? Marlon? The man catch it about wayside, Marlon?
Yes, he didn't have to move. Sheldon, like he didn't move. The fielder stood in the same position that he was.
Yeah, and catch it about the side. So it's not to say he was trying to go over the man head or something, and the man jump up and catch it or something. No, the man catch the ball about wayside.
But Sheldon, what I'm saying though, Sheldon, is like Lennox pointed out, how short the ball was, and the fact that the ball was heading down the leg side. He had a lot of time to play a better shot. Like
that's
he
what
didn't misjudge. He didn't misjudge anything. He just was pure execution.
Because as I said, I didn't see it, but based on what I am hearing, if the ball pitch that far down the pitch, it doesn't really matter. It could be Merlitern or Shane Warne. It's a bad ball. It's a bad ball. So as I don't know, Sheldon, if it was a timing or what. As I say, I didn't see it. I don't know if it was a timing why he got the ball there to the fielder. But continue, Sheldon.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
A bad ball.
It was
a bad ball. What you say is a bad ball. I'm gonna say something. Them fellas just set you up. You're just drunk in honey. They just set you up with honey. You're like, I'm gonna give you a ball down the leg for you to say, and then you swing and do some madness. So sometimes bowl them ball to set you up.
That is true. But a bad ball is a bad ball once you execute correctly. You won't fall in the trap, that is the thing. Yes, sir, Ian.
Let me say something. The bad ball is to set you up for the good ball. The bad ball is not to get you out.
Yeah.
So if you get out of the bad ball, you did a poor job.
How many batsmen get caught behind, swinging that ball going down the leg that they shouldn't really be swinging at because it would have been considered a wide. But they get a glove on it. So the bad ball is to catch you too, because when you play in a match and you looking for the bad ball to make runs, it just catch you off guard and you just get excited and start to swing now and edge the ball with your glove to the wicket keeper. That's what I'm saying. So
but anyway, we look at it, it's poor execution of a shot. That's what I'm thinking. Sir Ian. but yeah, man, guys, we're gonna make Sheldon. Hold on there. We're gonna make Sheldon finish up, and then we go to Ian, the next Ian, and then we come to Sir Ian again. I think. Yeah, Sheldon.
All right, let me switch to limited overs. Gentlemen, I feel I find no opener for T20.
Who is that?
Andre Russell.
Because you see Andre Russell opening in the T10.
No, Andre Russell start off the series playing in the middle order. Playing very poorly. Getting out after 2 and 3 balls, making some very low scores. All of a sudden, somebody decided, hey, here's what? We're playing Andre Russell to open the inning. Andre Russell took off with a speed. Today he make how much? 90. He make 90 today. Yesterday he make a 60 something.
90?
90. Yeah, 90. In the final. And that's in finals, eh?
No, the finals not playing. It's not the finals going on.
Andre Russell team won the finals. It was the finals.
To show I'm not even following it up. It was the finals.
Okay.
The finals. The finals and the third place play today.
It was ridiculous.
All right.
I'll never see that in my life.
Yes, I feel trying. Trying because he make more runs than people like Rutherford and Kenna Lewis and all of them. I think he score more runs than them. And they was opening and they start opening from the jump. So that might be my next T20 open because I can't do worse. I know.
So we find a spot to make sure that he's in the team.
Well, he could be in the team anyway.
Guaranteed.
Team anyway. Because
so yes, you're going to try him.
Yeah, because somebody got said the man is the highest retained West Indian in the IPL. You know?
So you're dropping Chris Gayle then. You can't drop Chris Gayle.
Chris Gayle makes the team. Yeah,
Sheldon. As a mentor,
I wouldn't say Joseph should replace Gabriel because Gabriel he has been very effective for us. Gabriel just don't perform when he's not fit. You understand? But in terms of a fit, if the two guys are fit and are able to play, Joseph will only get in the team. Hold on. Over Gabriel because he's younger. Nothing else. He cannot outperform Gabriel as we speak. Not with pace, not with accuracy, and not taking wickets.
What?
I understand. With Roach, Seals, and Joseph. Roach is going to be there still. Seals should be there. Myers, they need to make up their mind whether or not. Yeah, you guys hearing me now?
Yeah, man, hearing now, clear now.
It was a new.
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Yeah, it was a new person, Winston. I just had to remove him. Winston, if you are listening to me, if you are on, just mute your microphone and you have to exit off the YouTube when I go on it because I heard my awful voice in my ears just now. Yeah, I heard something that I said about 30 minutes ago. I was hearing just now.
Them have mute the YouTube. When they try to live stream, they have mute YouTube. You know.
Parallel universe. You're gonna be hearing parallel universe.
Yeah, it looks so. All right. So we're gonna let Sheldon finish up, and then I think new Ian is there. Yeah, Sheldon, just finish up quickly for us.
Right. Back to the as you open that Joseph story. Now Joseph is only 24, which is relatively young for a pace bowler. Joseph's control has fallen off. Now, Joseph was one of the men who win the under-19 World Cup for us, right?
Yeah, man, I remember.
That, everybody gained Myers credit for. Everybody gained Myers credit for winning. No, Myers, sorry. Hetmeyer credit for winning it.
Yeah, man, I remember
just
Joseph.
120 something. Yeah. He Kino Paul as well. Yeah, that's it. He and Kino Paul, because I remember even in the finals, Kino Paul come and score some late runs there and carry over the line in the finals. Right?
But Sheldon.
But for Sheldon, some reason.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that's what you just heard. Yeah, finish. Yeah, man, finish and then I'll say.
Yeah, so for some reason, I don't know. Thing was looking very good, but he's above him right now. Joseph need to go back into the nets, get some line and length, build some pace, right? Because Roach going just now, Gabriel don't have too long. By the time Gabriel go on and Roach gone, Joseph going to be about 26, right? Which should be a prime of his fast bowling career.
Yeah.
Right? Because he could get, at 26, he could get a good 6 years of fast bowling, 26 to 32. 6 years to 20. Right? So, that's about it for me. Let me get some partnership in the batting, and I feel we're going to be good to go. If men just think a little more than thing, we're going to get to go. Right. Thanks, gentlemen.
All right. Yeah, man, good. So before we move on to new Ian, probably what you heard just now when Winston came on, I think he was watching the live, and we said, those things that you heard was maybe from about a half an hour ago when somebody was saying that they could bring in Joseph over Gabriel. So I was saying that a fit Gabriel will make the team over Alzarri any day. His pace is better, his control is better, and his wicket taking ability is better as we speak. Now, before we go on, in terms of why Alzarri isn't in the team or why he fell back, you guys would remember that the other day when they brought him back from England when he was in the county cricket, they brought him to play in that series. Was it Sri Lanka that we played out here? Who was it that we played? Or was it South Africa we played first?
Pakistan, I think.
No, my Pakistan came last. First test series that we had before.
Oh, yeah, South Africa. Yeah, South Africa. Yeah, South Africa.
I don't remember if it was South Africa or.
It was South Africa, Sri Lanka, then Pakistan.
The first season was Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka was the first season.
Yeah, man. It was Sri Lanka. So they brought him.
It was Sri Lanka.
They brought him back, and then they gave Jayden Seales the opportunity. Seales took off, as we said this on the live the other day. Seales took off, and you know they weren't able to take him out of the team.
He jumped Joseph.
Yeah, so that is the problem. You know, so as Sheldon said just now, Joseph will need to see if he can start to get things up and running again. Yes, new Ian, you have been waiting for a while now. So let us have you, Ian. Yeah, man.
You guys hearing me?
For the other, but for the other guys, as you come on, if you are not speaking at the moment, just please mute your microphone, please. Yeah, Winston, I keep on muting your microphone, so just let it stay muted until it's your turn. Yeah, man, I think Richard is on also. Yeah, new Ian, go ahead.
Yeah, good night. I have to put my name new Ian because I'm mixing up with Sir Ian.
Yeah, no problem.
So I don't want to do Ian 1 and Ian 2 like if on the Holyfield. The one already taken. So, all right, so that's what happened. That series, I mean, you are very positive to be identifying positives. This is the first thing. All those batting innings and the performance.
Good one.
Yeah, for you to be having those sort of runs and those batting averages which are below your current batting averages or matching your current batting average is not positive. That's the first thing. Second thing, the level of nonsense I see is blowing my mind. Now, I have coached school cricket. The West Indies had 4 batsmen out of form to come after each other. And you have Joshua De Silva. If I was playing school cricket and I put my 4 out of form batsmen in front of my in-form batsman, I would be the laughing stock of the cricket ground. West Indies did just that. 166 for 2. The Black Jay Warden is gone, and the leading batsman just gone. West Indies put the 4 out of order batsmen in a row.
So you're thinking they should have promoted that Silva scene that he didn't have any wicket-keeping responsibility.
Right. And I like that part now. What is with this West Indies excuse of being tired? Everything they're talking about is being tired. And the people who supposed to be tired, I'm not here complaining. Ruston Chase supposed to be tired bowling all them dog overs. All them spin bowlers supposed to be tired for bowling all those overs. Now, he goes and he bats. Sri Lanka at that time was dropping catches. They were bowling badly. West Indies were in the ascendancy. Then you bring the man on. Ramesh start catching backy line and length. Then the ball can get bowling with a Jaffa. 0 off 1. So my question is this. When he keeps all time, he walks in a pressure situation, he gets bowled on 0 off 1. What is the usefulness of Joshua De Silva? That's one. Next thing. I remember when Joshua De Silva made his first half century. He was batting with Jason Holder. Jason Holder was on 40. Something was on 20 something. Ross Taylor ran up to Joshua De Silva when he crossed over going into the 40s. Jason was on his 50s. And he kept batting. And Ross Taylor whispered in his ears and said, Jason, start telling Joshua what's going on. You are on 40 something. Now Joshua thought that it was mind games the opposition was playing with him. Like how Tino Best is playing mind games, knock it to the window, Tino knock it to the window. And he's
mind the windows, Tino.
Yeah, mind the windows, Tino. Flintoff, don't know left Chandapal stranded it twice in the 90s at Lords. Stranded Chandapal twice, stranded at 90s at Lords. Courtesy of Tino Best. But we can get to that later. So now, he's batting there.
Where did he go? Sir, Ian? I'm not sure what's happening. Don't know if his phone died or what, but he just disappeared. Yeah, it seems as if we have a magician here, man. All right, so Winston, we'll hear from you, and then Richard.
Yeah, but the cricket West Indies try to disrupt
Probably.
the Lions.
It's a possibility.
Too much bad press.
Yeah, Winston, you there? I think your device is yeah, it's not muted, but we're not hearing you, Winston. You're gonna have to sort out your thing. Not sure if you're hearing us, but we are not hearing you. So try and check it out. Yes, Richard.
Greetings, Sports to the Bone. Greetings, panel.
Yeah, man.
London, England calling. Loyal West Indies fan, I'm asking the question tonight. Do you feel connected to this West Indian team? And does the West Indian team feel connected to you, the fans? I'm hugely concerned as we speak and as we sit here reflecting on this test match, on the pride and passion or lack thereof with
What's happening, Richard? Don't tell me that the internet over England not
this West
working.
Indian team. I'm concerned about the lack of pride and passion. Can anything be done to redress this balance?
Well, I can only speak for myself. Personally, the passion is still there, but in terms of being connected to the team, I don't feel as connected as I once was. It might be because we are not doing well. You know, I remember when we had the Laras and the Sarwans and the Shiv and those guys. Might sound away. I actually felt more connected back then. Probably it's because we are losing over and over, but the passion is still there. So I guess if they start putting some good performances together, then the connection will come back. In terms of the players feeling connected to the fans, I can't speak on that to a certain level. But I think that they might not be as connected as before. Because, you know, in the 70s, 80s, coming up to early 2000, cricket wasn't just because, you know, cricket wasn't just about going out there and playing to get the money. Because of all of what was going on with different type of social issues and that, you know, West Indies people were more connected. You know, so the thing has evolved. People really going out there now because, I don't want to say only because of money. Because there are certain players that are still passionate, but I think the connection isn't as strong because of, you know, that people are not going through the same amount of things that they were going through before. So people might not be that connected. In terms of fixing it, I can't really see it getting much better now. And we said this over and over because regional cricket it's not where it is supposed to be. And a lot of teams around the world, they are operational now. They're what would be the original cricket as in county cricket and all of that is going on. Ours is not. According to Jimmy Adams, we will be up and running, I think, in the latter part of February, March. And that is not concrete. You understand? So we're always going to be behind Richard. I want to tell you good news, but I can't see it coming because you have to see it from the grassroots coming up. The guys that are there now, they are not going to change. They are of the quality that they are, right? So in terms of changing and getting better, I can't see it. I don't know. I might only be speaking where Jamaica is concerned. I don't know if Trinidad, Barbados, Guyana, and the other islands they are pushing forward good cricketers, but I can't see it getting much better right now at all, Richard. Not at all.
I'd love to hear from the rest of the panel just to hear a little further on exactly the answer you given. What did the other panelists think?
Yes, Sachin. Let's hear Sachin first. Hold on, Marlon. Sachin, are there?
Yeah, for me, no matter. I mean, yes, I just talk bad about West Indies cricket, I think. But for me, my heart will always be with West Indies cricket. I won't say like, oh, I'm gonna go jump ships and support another team. Yes, they're not performing, but as far as them being connected to the fans, the way they're playing, this is my opinion. I don't think so. Because if they actually care about the people back home, they would at least try and put in a decent performance and not play the way they play right now.
True.
And that's my take on the question that you asked, Mr. Richards.
All right. Yeah, Marlon, I think we're hearing you just now.
Leonard, I was saying in regards to one of the comments that Richard made about what needs to be done. I think not single-handedly, but the decline of cricket in Jamaica specifically being the largest territory of the West Indies, having a population of over 2 million, going on to 3. The decline of cricket in Jamaica has seriously hampered West Indies. At the end of the day, Barbados produced the most cricketers in the world per capita for such a small island. But they can only produce so much, given the population size. Jamaica has the largest pool, and cricket in Jamaica is probably at the least level of popularity there's been ever at the moment.
Very much so.
I don't know what I don't even know who the president of cricket in Jamaica is, because I don't remember his name.
I think it's Wilford.
Some got to be about cricket in Jamaica. Jamaica has to become a more contributing member of West Indies cricket. Like, we cannot have a situation where you have 2 Jamaicans in this format, one. And I'm not advocating for Jamaicans to get thrust in by the virtue of them being Jamaicans. But the fact that we have the largest pool to choose from, we have to do better at producing better cricketers. Like, it is ridiculous how far Jamaica has slipped. Trinidad probably need to step up also, because they are the second largest. Some of these territories need to do a better job. Honestly, I think Barbados is doing the best they can, and they're doing an admirable job. But your Jamaica, your Trinidad, they need to step up. Like, cricket, they are not producing enough cricketers, particularly at the test level in those 2 countries. There are 2 Trinidadians in the setup right now. Well, 3: Joshua, Jaden, and Shannon. But we need to see consistently more from them.
Yeah, I wanted to say something too.
Yes, sir, Ian.
It's the first time in the history of West Indies that our best batsmen are not on the test team. That never happened in the days of Richards. It never happened in the days of Clive Lloyd. Even when it had Packer series, they would play. This is the first time Hepmeyer and Puran, our 2 best test players, are not on the test team. So let me not fool myself. We have the people to replace Lara and them, Puran and Hepmeyer. But the system is such that, right? You want them fellas to go and run wrong ball for 4 days and starve. They can't mind their family. Right? So them fellas decide, the hell with earlier. I go in and earn my money. And until West Indians get serious and start to compensate people properly, we will suffer for the rest of our life. Because if I was a young cricketer coming up, to hell with test cricket. To hell with that. I want to take care of my family, and I want to drive a good car and live in a good house. I don't want to be catching my royal all behind this stupid 4-day cricket, and I ain't getting no compensation. Right? Our best players are not on the test team, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
So basically, hold on, Ian. I know you had got cut off just now, so I'm going to let you add and finish. So basically, we're thinking that our selectors, they need to be more flexible. We saw Duplessis come out the other day. That's the South African, and he was saying that that was one of the reasons why he had to step away. Well, why he wasn't considered for the T20 thing, because he's playing his T20 cricket around the world, and the South Africans, they are not as flexible enough to say, all right, it's as if they are saying they wanted to play all of the T20 games for them in order to be considered for the World Cup, T20 World Cup. And he was saying, you cannot have it like that. So,
remember our problem before.
Look how poorly Puran and Hetty are performing in 1D and ODI cricket. In ODI and T20 cricket. They're not setting the world alight, So I am not convinced that if they were playing ODI cricket and Test cricket, they would be doing the same.
You don't judge them fellas by wasting 1 day and thing. Watch the technique, and you will know if Vivian Richards make the West Indies.
But they are T20 specialists who are not doing well.
Well,
they are T20 specialists who are not doing well.
And if they don't do well, you will tell me Hepmeyer stand up coming down to the end of World Cup and make 1 set of runs, but it didn't help. Puran do it too. Puran, they have the instances, but the point is, anybody who knows cricket know them two fellas greater. And anytime you can tell me they have two better batsmen than Hetmyer and Puran, I know you know nothing about cricket.
They look technically. The problem is, sir Ian.
But they can't
the problem
this team because Test cricket not feeding them, right? We want something.
But yeah, they're not dominated in the format in which they claim to be specialists in.
No.
How you get past that?
No, brother, Pollard. It started with Pollard. Pollard was playing Test, and then Pollard realized what's going on. I playing Test, but people making money in 2020. I see Pollard play a few Tests, and he was going there, and then they end up dropping because he didn't bother. He started to get more into the 2020 cricket. The point is, you see, we sit down here, we can say what we want, right? I am telling you, my brother, that if Puran and Hetmyer and even Pollard in the earlier days was playing Test cricket at a regular the West Indies,
but I can't remember Pollard at the test level. How many games he played at?
Very few. Because I saw
Pollard.
No, it was the regional cricket he talking about. I don't think he played talking Test match. Pollard didn't play no Test match. It's regional 4-day cricket he talking about.
Yeah. And I saw him in the Oval when he came out. And from there he went straight. You see, let me tell you something about life. If you want something, you have to make the change and the sacrifice. We can't go down the same hungry road, treating cricketers a kind of way where they have to be part-time. Or you want part-timers to perform against people who are professionals. All them fellas who beaten, we always do is eat and sleep cricket. We had to go and work as security guard, or we had to work in the bank, or we had to work in an insurance company, or we had to do something, or teach. Them fellas are not full-time cricketers because we in the Caribbean have not put the facility in place to make sure that these fellas can be taken care of. But then we want them to perform. You want them to perform. You want Chase and them fellas to play ball when Chase and them ain't eating properly. How it go happen?
But Ian, let me ask you a question. You think Sri Lanka and Pakistan throwing a bunch of money and New Zealand throwing a bunch of money at their cricketers?
Relative to what?
West Indies is not the only team in Test cricket.
They're doing real good because them
no, they're not.
Poverty.
No, they're not.
You mean
not.
To be honest, and if I could interject, and I always keep saying it, this is the fault of the management of West Indies cricket. West Indies cricket, as I said, have to be able to look at our batsmen, earmark them, and as Ian said, pay the people properly. And this is the failure of the system. No. And you want to be very honest about it. I dream for a day that West Indies end up bottom of the Test Championship. And you know, like how the Bundesliga and SIRS got the second division got to come up and the 5 division got to drop down. And let me tell you something, and I'm going to be very honest. You see, if West Indies got to pay Scotland or Ireland for Test match starters, the West Indies cricket board going to find Hetmyer for play, they're going to find Puran for play. They're going to find this one for play, they're going to find Evan Lewis to play in the 1/2 Test match or the series. Because you know why? When they go to second division and the lower levels, all of them pay going to be cut. Because they're not a full Test play nation with the privileges, and all of them can get the story straight. You see, who feels it knows it. Jimmy Adams' money is fat. Miles Bascom money is fat. All them money is fat. You see, when you gotta go to Division 2, and they gotta get itself in order, that's what's gonna happen. How embarrassing this is. You know, Bangladesh qualifying for the T20 World Cup. You know Namibia qualifying for the T20 World Cup. You know West has got to come through qualifiers. You know how embarrassing is that? All over the world, West Indies got the most sought after 2020 cricketers. Why we gotta be going through qualifiers?
Yes,
couple years ago, West Indies World Cup 50 over team, we had to be beating UAE and Papua New Guinea. And there was embarrassment to go to a World Cup. So embarrass them with a Test match qualifier.
Just give me a second, guys.
Listen, I disagree with some of the statements being made. I think the Cricket West Indies executives deserve a lashing for how they handle the cricket. But to put things in perspective, I am constantly saying this. The guys who are getting the big bucks in T20, affiliate when they come to play for West Indies, they're not doing well. They're doing poorly. So I don't think it's solely about the money and these guys chasing T20, why the test level is that
When you
poor?
say that, Paulie, when Australia came, you come and tell me that didn't we beat Australia out of 5 matches when they came? Yes or no?
A severely weakened Australia team, yes.
Oh, it's a weakened team. Oh, so you've never given us credit for anything. We beat a weak Australia team.
Wait, what's happening here tonight? People are so fiery tonight, man.
Yeah, you know why? He is saying that.
Hold on, guys. I know we're passionate and all of that, but if 3 persons talk at the same time, we won't be able to hear.
Right. He is saying that when our 2020 players like Puran and them come on, they don't perform, but they just beat Australia 4 times out of 5 matches. Now we tell them it's a weak Australia team. Heads, you win, tails, you win too.
That wasn't it not?
No, man, it was a weakened team, but as I said in the review of that series, you have to beat who is in front of you. But I think what we need to use to really sum it up is the consistency of these players. How consistent are they? Yeah, we have to use the consistency.
Irrespective of the format these guys play, they're not consistent. If you look at Hetty and Puran's batting average in T20 on 1 day for West Indies, it does not reflect the talent that they have. We cannot get past that.
It
cannot. No, we're not trying to drop them, but we have to be honest with what these guys are producing.
Those are the 2 best batsmen we have, and they should be playing Test cricket. That's it, bottom line. Maybe that's why they're not performing too, because they're fed. Maybe they're fed up. Maybe they say I will never play Test cricket because the money is only in franchise cricket.
Remember, guys, we look at it on this live on several occasions, and we would have said that these youngsters coming through, we cannot really measure them up to what happened in the past. When guys were playing for passion and all of that. With these lucrative T20 contracts around the world, we expect these guys that are extremely talented and people want them. We expect them to go. So what I'm thinking is that the board, I am all for players playing regional cricket if they want to play Test cricket. But what I'm thinking is that the board can be flexible. Just as I heard Faf du Plessis saying it's the same thing. He wants the South Africa board to be flexible, that players can go around and do their thing and come back. It's going to be tough to allow these 2 guys to play all the T20 leagues around the world, have our players toiling in first-class cricket, and then they just come and slot
don't play them. It is
and then they just come. Yeah, I know now. Hold on. I know that these guys might be more talented. Hetmai and Puran might be more talented than maybe a Raston Chase, a Shamar Brooks. But the reality of it is that these guys going around and playing T20 cricket throughout the year, and these guys are toiling at the first-class level, 4-day cricket at that to play 5-day cricket. They might come up and not perform to the level that we would want them to, and we would say that, boy, Puran and Hetmai would do better, so give them the spot. I want these guys to play, but I think both entities need to meet each other halfway. So Hetmai, Puran, and the other T20 players, if they think they are good enough to play Test cricket, they need to work out something with the board and those guys to say.
Because I am
not all right.
Team sports. I am saying that compensate the men for playing the 4-day cricket so that they will be. So that, in other words, them too good. They say here what's going on. You see, all your players, elite players, all you come and play 4-day. We're going to give all you a package that's going to worth your while. And
because
but don't tell me you're going to let them catch the Royal playing 4-day cricket when they can make more money outside. Come on.
No, man, and you see, at the end of the day, we have to be fair and honest about it. What Australia, India, and England, what they are able to offer to their Test players, we're not able to offer the same. Yeah, so you find that these players are always going to be driven to go that way. And being in sports, I can say this: a player is not guaranteed a 15-16 year career, right? One ACL injury, ACL injury these days, you come back in probably 6 months. But any sort of injury, anything can happen. Mark Boucher, we saw him playing and he was still performing well. Bales fell off and ball clipped Bales, mash up eye, he had to retire. So anything can happen. So the players are going to be looking to use these. I think Hetmai and those guys, they get maybe $1 million to play a season of IPL cricket, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, last time Hetmai get $1 million.
$1 million US.
All right.
You start to talk.
All right. Exactly. So what we have to try and do is meet these players halfway. We know these players, the T20 cricket is the fun thing. This is what is out there. Everybody is seeing it and they are being paid. So it's very hard to turn their neck away from it. So what you can say is that, boy, you know, you guys want to build the team around you guys. You are young, you are talented. So meet us here. Can you meet us? Can you play 50%? Boy, no selectors. We cannot play 50. Can you meet us at 45? You understand? And we look at it like that. But to just take them up, not playing in the first class cricket, and to take them up and just throw them in the test, even though they might outperform the players, I'm not for that, because you need some sort of structure.
Right.
You need the structure.
Right now we're losing all our young players. You see the T10, Dominic Drake's bowling in T10 now. Dominic Drake is about 20 years old or something, like 21. He is now becoming a short cricket player, white ball cricket. Right now, white ball cricket, Tiffin now, all of them who realize here what going on. I wasting time running around the place in the savannah, jumping on Timari, jumping on bad ground to try to make a little dollar to play for West Indies. When you could make money in T10 and T20, Dominic Drakes, if you see how many of our so-called good players coming up right now playing white ball cricket, and they will continue to never make the test team, so we will never get our best players on the test team ever.
Lennox.
All right. So here what, guys. I see that, boy, we are passionate and fiery tonight, you know. So here what we're going to do. We're going to go across and give each person another go and give each person one go at it again. It's 8 o'clock. Usually I close the show at 8, but I would go up to 9:10 if it was possible. But I have to run. You know, my nightly duties. I have to run and pick up wifey. So I'm going to give each person a go to go around and make a statement. All right. But tonight is really a lot of passion coming out tonight. So we'll hear Ian, new Ian. Then I think we can go Richard, and then we go along. Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Yeah, the thing about it, and that's why as I always talk about the management. Now look, what happened to West Indies cricket? Why is it that other countries in the world, when there's national duty, you could leave the IPL, you could leave that there to come and take up your national duty. West Indies don't have that situation, or what? I just want to reflect on it. What will happen there? That's the next thing. That's one thing. Next thing.
I guess that. Let me just answer. I guess there would have to be a clause in the contract. You see, just like we have football and you have different clauses. I don't know. Yeah.
God, so what? Yeah. So
wait, let me say one second.
That's the thing with management.
Ian, one thing. The cricketing world puts their calendar on pause to allow the IPL.
IPL.
I don't 100% believe that there was a piece of Australia, England didn't participating in the IPL. There were parts of time that certain countries, Australia and so, had to play their national games, and they didn't play IPL. England a piece of time too.
Yeah, in the earlier part.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So other people had it in their contracts, and then the board had to renegotiate, and does now England have the freedoms now. Now we go now to the cricket. Now this for Ian. Yes, Dominic Drakes is there. Management again. Do you know that you have to play a certain number of national football games before you go to certain clubs and play? Jamaicans, for example, you can make
some teams you have to be ranked.
You have to be ranked, and so you can't play for Chelsea coming up from the U team if you haven't made a minimum number of appearances for Jamaica or Trinidad or whatever.
That is not accurate. That is not accurate.
It has to do with the total ranking of the team, because we have a couple of players.
On certain conditions. They're based on certain conditions. Certain youth players can't play for certain clubs without a number of national appearances.
No, that is inaccurate. What happened is, if your team is ranked outside the top 50, you cannot do a transfer unless the transfer is at a particular threshold. That is what it is. If you are good,
that's why our goalkeeper Andre Blake. That's why our goalkeeper Andre Blake.
All right, fine, no problem. So, couldn't we have some form of control? Part of management is to have control over your resources. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna allow all of them to jump and to play all over and not be in contention for the
Leave the
test match
cricket.
team. So what is going to
We have to
happen?
find a way.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking specific about management and controls. We can't have this situation going on all the time. Now, the next thing about it, Hetima and Puran, we not the conversation, to be honest. It ain't going nowhere. It is not gonna go nowhere.
We ain't going
Unless
nowhere.
you-
I don't know. It's a
It's
waste
not
of
gonna go
time.
nowhere. Puran
Alright,
and Hetima to come back and play test match cricket and they're already broken into the suite. Honestly, they're
It's
gonna
be
come back.
rough.
They're gonna come. You sit down there. Hetima bats at number 6, win or lose, 1 million US minimum. He come for West Indies. Nobody's gonna match that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm what we're saying is that yes, if we could negotiate and have a word with them, as Lennox said, no problem. But we have to be for succession going forward. Cause look what happened. Dominic Drake's done disappearing at 20 years old. We got a situation
Ian.
there.
All right, Ian. So for the others, guys, you must be saying why I cut in the thing short. But I'm going to give you guys at least 20 seconds each to wrap it up. Yes, Richard. Let us hear what you have to say. Richard, you keep on coming on the program late, man. You don't have to come on early, man. You're coming on when we almost finished. Oh, I'm gone. Yes, Sasha, wrap it up for me, quick.
Well, for me, I got one question. When West Indies selecting teams for the test, don't they have to ask those players if they want to play? Like ask the likes of Hetty as the likes of Puran if they want to play, or pick them, and then if they don't want to play, they decline it.
Yeah, man, you invite them. Yeah. Just as how you would say they send out the stuff the other day for ODI, they would probably say a player was invited, but declined because of personal reason or whatever. But once a player is selected, man, you can't just select him and stand over him with a big stick and say you have to play. You're invited based on the fact that you would have done something to make the team. If the player declined, then you know that then you know that's why sometimes you hear they say player is unavailable, even though they would have been able to make it.
And earlier when someone said that the West Indies is gonna have to qualify for the 2022 World Cup. I just found the article where they actually don't have to qualify, so that's the good thing for us next year in the World Cup.
All right. Yeah, Richard. Boy, you always come on almost over an hour and a half late when we're closing up. But go ahead, make we hear you, Ian. Sorry, Richard.
No problem, Sports to the Bone. It's been a really salutary last few days with the Sri Lankan series. I think the topic and discussion around the pride and the passion of the West Indian team and its relationship to the fans and vice versa is crucial. It's crucial because financially, I think things have changed so much, and I think that it's not been spoken out about in the mainstream media and amongst the ICC. But if we're not careful, the West Indies may be cut adrift because England, Australia, India, they've got plenty of cash. They've got good, strong structures. And Pakistan and South Africa, they've also got pretty good structures in place. And what's also important is that they've got a passion, pride, character to perform at the highest level, both at T20, one-day internationals, and in the test match arena. I'm really aware, acutely aware that West Indies need to draw upon the resources they have at their disposal. What are they? A proud history. The Sir Viv Richards, Sir Clive Lloyds, the Brian Laras, the Courtney Walshes, the Curtly Ambroses. We've got a great tradition, Haynes and Greenwich. I'm looking going forward to, and maybe it's a pipe dream, but can these guys in any way, shape or form be called upon or drawn upon to inspire, i.e., or for example, over here, Jeffrey Boycott, one of my favorite commentators and pundits on the game, every time he's in the cricketing booth, he doesn't do it as much now. I think he's touching his 90s now. He's keen to say, and he's always been keen to say, where's the pride? Where's the intelligence? Where's the pride? Occupy the crease. Play. Prize your wicket. Now, I'm just hoping upon hope that this West Indian squad, these band of brothers, can get together as a collective unit, knowing full well that the regional game is not what it could be, knowing that the T20 offers all these lucrative deals. So these guys, I'm hoping and praying somehow there's a connectivity to the traditions of the test match game where they can get together and bond as a band of brothers to bring out the very best that they can pull out of themselves, and dare I say, exceed themselves. Exceed themselves, because when you've got the averages, Sports to the Bone, you've been alluding to it crystal clear, when you've got batting averages of 20s, as is Salazar, 30s, early 40s, the opposition, as day follows night, they'll have done their homework. They sniff out, they know what's what. They'll know that a batsman, mentality-wise, once he gets to a certain period in the game, having walked out to the crease, it's only a matter of time. He's not got what it takes. He's not got, quote-unquote, the right stuff. And if that's the case, then every single test match, unless there's a collapse by the opposition, West Indies are doomed. I'm hoping we can call on the spirit and endeavor of the past greats, because sad to say, there are real challenges that are facing cricket in general and West Indian cricket, particularly with the lucrative contracts and the packages provided for those who are playing their trade at the test match level. We need to really address it, and that's why this arena and this forum, this panel, is so passionate. I'm glad the passion is there, and I hope it can translate to those guys, because come March, when England come rocking up, Joe Root, Ben Stokes and co, they've had it drummed into them. They've had it drummed into them. I love Jeffrey Boycott. They're all about the passion. So listen, I'm leaving it to you guys, but I'm hoping and praying there's some connectivity and drawing upon the past, because we are in perilous times, and it's real discussions that we're going to have going forward about the future of West Indies cricket, because it's ominously on our doorstep.
All right, Richard, very profound as usual. I'm going to have to run, but Winston, he has been on for a long time without saying anything because of the microphone thing. You're going to have to check us tomorrow, Winston, but I'm still going to give you 15 seconds to get in something.
15 seconds? Lord have mercy.
Yeah, Winston, you hear me?
He's talking but no sound. No sound.
Winston, same issue. Your microphone, nobody's hearing you. Nobody. You're going to have to sort it out. But guys, I wanted to go around the room, but I'm going to run. Tomorrow evening, we'll pick it up. Zane?
Yes, brother.
Sorry to cut it so abruptly, but we'll have to pick it up tomorrow.
All them old
I know
made money in England. All of them old cricketers are the big West Indian teams of the past make money in England.
We're going to pick it up tomorrow, because I know Sir Ian have some more venting to do. We're going to pick it up tomorrow. Winston, make sure you sort out your microphone, whatever the issue is. Because I notice you can hear us, Ian, but we can't hear you. So we're going to pick it up tomorrow, guys. Look more. Big up on yourself.